Hello everyone, my name is Bradley Sanders and I'm the Outreach and Development Coordinator for Gulf Coast Kids House, and today I'm here with Julie Yeadon, who is the Program Administrator for the Department of Children's Families here in Pensacola, Florida. So Julie, we want to talk to you about how has DCF, Department of Children and Families, adjusted to this global pandemic called COVID-19?
So we have, back in March, we got a lot of PPEs, masks, gloves, sanitizer, Lysol wipes, things like that, and we did send our workforce home, including at the Economic Self-Sufficiency Office, which is outside of Child Protective Investigations, but our staff was pretty much mobile anyway, so it was easier to move them back home. All of our supervisors went home, the management went home, and we started working from home, and with the reports that we get, we have to wear masks, we stay 6 to 10 feet apart, we do all of our interviews outside. The hotline is screening people, so anytime a report gets called in, they ask questions. Even if you do it online, you have to fill out the questions. If anybody's traveled internationally, if anybody's sick or has fever, etc. If those questions are answered yes, then we take extra precautions. If we know somebody has COVID, we do other things like, we make it work the best we can to keep our staff safe and to keep the community safe, and not because we are going from house to house. So we change our gloves, change our masks. We were given donations of cloth masks and those, they're not plastic, but
I know you're talking about, yes.
Yeah, I think they got them from somebody
Yes.
who's
From
supports.
Caldwell Architects.
Yes.
They donated those masks, so thank you Caldwell
Yes.
for doing that.
And so they use those too, just in the office and around. So yeah, that's the changes as far as personal protection equipment. Instructional was given, and we hit the ground running with them.
That's pretty awesome that you are still doing all that. And I just want to mention to everyone that DCF, these people, these employees, are first responders type individuals during this time. So just a huge thank you to you for leading them and keeping this mission going and helping fight child abuse in Escambia County. I do want to mention, we talked recently before about removals being up. Can you highlight on that and give us some information about that, what's going on there?
Sure. So when this all started, kids went home, so they weren't at school anymore. Doctors' offices were only seeing children via telemedicine and emergency cases only. So like a lot of that community visibility for kids really decreased, and that's where we get a lot of our reports from. And especially in the month of April, which we were out the entire time, school wasn't in. That's Child Abuse Awareness Month, where we really pushed that prevention piece and making the reports and stuff. We usually see an increase, but this time it was very much so down. But the issue with that is that with it being down so much, by the time we get the report, it's really bad. So like it's crisis, 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 crisis. And the only way that we can safely or keep kids safe is to remove them from the home. There is not that opportunity to have interventions outside of removal from the home. So the majority, that's what, not every case is a removal, obviously, but that's why it seems like that it's increased, because the number of our cases have decreased, and the type of cases, by the time we get the cases, it's so bad that the majority of them lead to some sort of judicial action.
Gotcha. That's awful to hear, but we just want to say thank you for the work that you continue doing for us, our children, and our future technically. So thank you, Julie, for being with us today, and thank you for joining us.